Alright, hello everybody and welcome to Deep Vault Gaming. I am Andy and I am trying something new. Earlier this afternoon was my normal weekly live stream and I ended it early for the Bethesda E3 and watched some of that and decided to purchase the new Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr add-on. And instead of a normal live stream like our weekly ones or doing series videos, I'm going to try something new. And if it works out, then I will probably switch to doing a lot of the other videos that I plan to do as live streams instead. But we will see how this goes. Let me just get back to where I was before we continue. Watch, I won't be able to get back to where I want. That's close enough. So, going to create a new character. I'm hoping that we will be able to start directly in the new Elsweyr. I know a lot of things when you start a new character, you start at the game that you purchased in that tutorial. So we'll see if that actually happens, or we'll start in Elsweyr. I played a little bit of this a while back because I had a chance to play some of the closed beta. I didn't get very far because I was having technical difficulties. I don't know if those technical difficulties what was causing those technical difficulties, but you know, game would crash, I jump back in, get a little bit further, game would crash again and such. But we'll see where we go. Now let me switch over to the game so we can create our new character. I've also adjusted some of the recording settings for this. I've upped them from 30 frames per second to 60. I've made a couple changes to the encoding. I am now using the hardware encoding with my graphics card instead of the software, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm also using the YouTube stream beta, the new one, instead of the classic one like I normally use. So, few new things that I'm going to try out. Hopefully everything works well. Video appears to be good, but there's no real motion. So let us work on creating our character. As some of you may or may not know, the Elsweyr add-on takes us to the Khajiit homeland. So it's only fitting that we create a Khajiit character. First time I've played as a Khajiit. So we'll see how things go. Won't get too much into it. I'm going to click the randomize appearance until I find one that I like. I had one up as I was setting up the stream, but I was logged in too long and idle, and it logged me out rather quickly. Alright. We will go with this Khajiit, and we'll come up with a good name. Let's see what a good name would be. See if we can find something to use as a name rather quickly. Let's see if this one. Edjar. D. See if that name is available. Hopefully it is. Also with the Elsweyr, we have a new class, which we'll give a go, which is the Necromancer class. Let's see. Masters of Death, Necromancers can call upon corpses to serve as undead thralls and weave ghastly spells to both harm and heal. Warning. Using certain Necromancer abilities in town is a criminal act. Citizens and guards will react accordingly. It is good that they give us this warning up front. I won't make any body adjustments. As I said, this will be a quick character. Looks good. Oh, let us create. You have played through tutorial previous character. Let's play and let's... This is, I guess, where we find out if this is... Name is already in use. Alright. Let us try... Ashnya. Hey. I see other people looks like use the same name generator that I do. Name's already in use. Alright, let's generate. Let's click name generator a couple times to get a couple pages in. And try. Name's already in use. I guess this one's gonna be not in use. All right. And we appear to have frozen. Oh, no, name is already in use. All right. Is the name in use? Probably, since it's taking so long. Yep. Let's see. Name's already in use. Wow. I'm several pages deep into this already. Alright. Let's try. There we go. Not exactly what I wanted, but we will work with it. Let's see where we start. That is the big question. I have a sinking feeling. Actually, we may not. We may actually start in Elsweyr, where I want to start. I did read something as the game was updating earlier that if you created a new character, you would... Yes.
Easy now, Walker. You are all right. This is Starhaven, home to peaceful adepts. There is a letter and the key to the door on the dresser.
All right. We started where I wanted to. Because I know some people that created a new character after buying Somerset you know, you started in Somerset, but then they couldn't get back and start in Cold Harbor or the other ones, Morrowind and that. So it looks like they may have done an update. Alright, let us examine our letter. I am Abner Tharn, battle mage and former advisor to the Emperor, and I am calling for allies to join me in the Khajiit homeland and assist the Khajiiti Defense Force to stop a rage of dragons. This terrible danger sweeps through northern Elsweyr, the province the Khajiit refer to as Anaquina. I have decided to offer my services to Lord Gareshri, the Speaker of the Main, to help their homeland in this time of great need. I cannot deal with this threat by myself. If you have sword or spell and a desire to test yourself against the ultimate enemy, find me in the town of Riverhold at Kahar Zaheb Hall. And no, this is not a prank. The dragons have returned. Abner Tharn.
For surviving a dragon attack, you look well. The healers did an admirable job, yes?
We'll collect our key. Take the key. RI notices. Let's get this stuff out so my notices are what I wanted. Alright. Let's see if we get further than I...
You're awake. Come, let us speak.
Hurry to Riverhold. Find this Tharn. Meanwhile, Zamorak must go to the Desert Wind Adepts. This one needs to make sure his old master knows about the dragon threat. Safe travels, Walker.
I was attacked by a dragon?
We both were. The caravan that brought us to northern Elsweyr was attacked by the great beast. Luckily, the adepts of Starhaven witnessed the event and came to our aid. They brought us here and worked diligently to heal us.
Alright, who are you?
A humble adept, nothing more. This one was exiled from his home long ago, but felt the time had come for him to return.
Why were you exiled?
That is not a tale that Zamorak wishes to tell. Not right now. Besides, the Grand Adept wants to talk with you. Best not to keep him waiting.
Alright, goodbye. I'll head down the hall to the Grand Adept.
Greetings. This one is Majadro, Grand Adept of Starhaven. He is glad to see you in good health, traveler. It is not every day that one survives a dragon attack. Bright moons must have blessed your path.
There was a letter from Abner Tharn. Do you know anything about it?
You were carrying the letter when we found you. It looked important, so we left it where you could find it. But how do you feel, traveler? Did the dragon cause any permanent damage?
No, I don't think so.
Let us test your strength then, yes? Though this one is now Grand Adept, he once trained the warriors of Starhaven. Sadly, it has been many years since Majadro last sparred with a pupil.
You want to spar with me?
Not here, of course. This is no tavern brawl. Collect a training sword and meet this one outside in the gardens. Let us prove ourselves where Joan and Jode can see us.
Goodbye.
Take up one of our training swords and meet this one in the gardens.
Alright, as you guys are watching, also let me know how the video quality, sound quality is. Like I said, I have made changes, hopefully for the better, for the recordings and the live streams, but we will find out. The only way for me to truly know is if you guys let me know in the comments. I'm gonna equip the sword. So be sure to let me know of any skipping, hesitating, buffering, anything like that. Let me know while we do our playthrough. I'll try to make notes of it so that I can make adjustments, do research and make adjustments as necessary. There may not be much I can do, as I am using the capture card I am using is a USB 3 one, not a built-in integrated one. So I may have some limitations because of the USB 3. But hopefully I can make any other necessary adjustments to try to improve video quality.
This guy's warned of a changing season. Can you see it? This one fears the dragon that attacked you was only the beginning, traveler. Dark moons loom on Elsweyr's horizon. Of that, Majadro has little doubt. But enough talk. We came here to spar, did we not?
Is sparring really the best way to determine if I'm fully recovered?
Majadro can think of no better. Like the two divine moons that dance in harmony, that the balance of your blade reflect the balance of your soul. Are you prepared to start?
I am ready to spar.
Let us begin. Strike! A heavy blow! Very good! Sleek work! You strike well, but can you guard? Now! Quick! Strike while this one is off balance! Very good, traveler! Again! Swing with all your might! What a powerful blow! Shield yourself! And once more! Such masterful strikes! But what if you are in distress? Now break free of this one's trap! Prepare for another trap! Here comes another trap! Now, back again! Press your advantage with a heavy attack! Again! Stop this one's attack! Quickly now, stop this one's strike! Your enemy charges their assault strike! Interrupt their attack and punish their hesitation! How good it feels to spar with a student again! Come now, let us continue to the Adeptorium.
Alright.
Wait, did you hear that? Hey, Drago, look out! You must help the other adepts. Take the passage through the catacombs. This one must go one Zamorak.
Alright, this is about where I was getting stuck with the tutorial. Well, the beta. So, we'll see how this goes. Alright. We've got more weapons. sure I am not missing anything. The shield. There's a bag over here. It's empty. Alright, let us a maple bow. We got 2 maple bows. I don't like the helm. I'll equip the bow. Right. I've already gotten further than I did in the beta, so that is a good sign. Alright, it's empty. Search the desk. We got lockpick. Axe, another dagger. It's always good to collect things. Mace, battle axe, great sword. Shield.
Stop this! Starhaven's adepts are peaceful!
Another corpse for our army! How grand!
Thank John and George you arrived. Well, it looks like you've certainly recovered from your wounds. And just in time to put that Yoraxian Jekyll seat in his place. Ziswo, is this one grateful we found you in that wreckage?
Do you know why the Edpitorium is under attack?
The soldiers said they were searching for something, but they barely gave us any chance to respond before they started attacking. It is best to leave. There is no reasoning with these maniacs.
They have a dragon as well. That makes escaping difficult.
Yes, this one heard its terrible voice, like something out of a Moonsinger's stories. Ishadi had hoped to make her way to the Dragonhorn Tower, but she fears that fierce warriors now block her path. Not to mention the dragon circling overhead.
What's in the Dragonhorn Tower?
Atop the tower sits the Dragonhorn, said to ground dragons with one mighty call. Though Ishadi is not sure if the legends are true, it is our best hope against such a brutal foe. All we need is someone to blow the horn. It seems folly not to try.
I'll find this Dragonhorn and see if I can defeat the dragon.
Then you must exit the catacombs and follow the path north. There, you will see the tower. This one cannot promise the plan will work, of course. The Dragonhorn is very ancient, very brittle. But we must try, yes? Moons be with us.
What will you do now?
We will wait until you have blown the Dragonhorn. If the dragon is subdued, that will be our best chance to escape. If not, well, we will try to be swift.
The Grand Adept and Zamorak should be heading out as well.
That is good to hear. Ishadi feared the worst. If you see them again, try to stay by the Grand Adept's side. He may seem steady as a rock, but age has caused his edges to crumble.
Tell me more about Dragonhorn Tower.
Many moons ago, Akaviri warriors known as the Dragon Guard protected this land. It was they who built the Dragonhorn Tower, a gift to safeguard Starhaven against the dragons that once plagued Elsweyr.
So the Dragon Guard helped Elsweyr fight against the dragons?
So the legends say. What a shame the Dragon Guard no longer walk the sands of Elsweyr. We could use such warriors during these troubling times.
Alright. Let us head to the Dragon Tower.
bow to Queen Euraxia.
I'm sick of these cats. The sooner we torch this place, the better.
This is useless. There's nothing here but scraps and frightened cats.
Alright, let's see, we need to go back this way. We repopulated with enemies. Betcha it's up this way. No, we're on the right track. There we are. Climb the tower.
The dragon may be subdued, but not for long. This one fears for those inside the Adeptorium.
Then Zamorak and the Traveler will go. You should take this chance to escape.
Majadro will not run while his disciples are in danger.
As you wish. Let us be quick then. The beast blocks our way. We must fight.
Fools! Burn, fools!
Let us leave this place before the beast returns.
Why did the dragon flee?
It was called away. This one heard its name on the wind. Balogda.
Called away? Do the dragons work together?
Perhaps. At the very least, this dragon seems to have allied himself with the Euraxians.
Then the rebellion has begun.
Yes, this one is afraid it has. Come, traveler. Let us speak. Thank you for saving Majadro's disciples. You have a courageous spirit. It will do you well should you decide to stay in Elsweyr. And this one does hope you decide to stay. The Khajiit need heroes like you during these dark times.
Elsweyr certainly seems to have its share of troubles.
And only more to come, this one fears. Before you leave, you should speak to Zamorak. It seems that he's also decided to leave us. Perhaps he can help guide you to your next location.
Alright, I'll complete the quest.
Grand Adept Majadro, what will we do now?
Starhaven is no longer safe. Who knows when it will be attacked again?
To give in to despair, this is easy. Let us instead find strength and hope. Joan and Joel will one day shine on Starhaven again. This we must continue to believe.
Alright, let us continue on to Abner Thorn. Hopefully everything with the stream's going well. Again, like I said, let me know in the comments here if anything's wrong. If it's glitchy, if it's blurry. It should be, your optimal setting should be 1080p at 60. That's what at 60 frames a second, that's what I'm supposedly streaming at. But I guess we will see. I don't know if there's any video lag or anything. Please let me know. That way I can make any needed adjustments.
No good can come.
Just remembered I have a mount. Oops.
invitation, Chimera.
There he is.
Ever the voice of reason, speaker. Ah, here comes someone who can help. You must be here about my summons. Good, good. I was just telling Lord Gareshri and Chimera that someone would answer my call. Since you're here, I presume you will wholeheartedly agree to help us save Elsweyr from a rage of dragons?
A rage of dragons?
So much better than flock or herd, don't you think? The Khajiit Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were fighting to liberate Rimmon when the huge beasts arrived.
Liberate Rimmon?
Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate.
Alright, tell me more about these surges of power.
I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons.
Do these surges of energy have something to do with the dragons?
Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense keep.
You mentioned Lord Gareshri and Chimera. Tell me about them.
Lord Gareshri is the Speaker of the Main and the Commander of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. His aide, Chimera, serves as both a diplomat and a spy, though she would never call herself that. If you want to know more, feel free to ask them.
You mentioned the Khajiit were trying to liberate Rimmon.
My half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmon and other parts of northern Elsweyr about 6 years ago. The Khajiit Defense Force has slowly been taking back their province, but Rimmon is well fortified. And now, because of the dragons, things are worse.
What's the Khajiit Defense Force?
A militia drawn from the prides of northern Elsweyr. Gareshri, the Speaker of the Main, has taken command during this crisis. With Dominion troops busy fighting the Three Banners War, the Defense Force must deal with the Euraxians and the dragons.
Who's Sir Cadwell?
Never heard of Cadwell? Don't tell him that. Cadwell may be the oldest soul shriven in Cold Harbor. For all his eccentricities, he's certainly the most sane. Fancies himself a knight of old. If you find him, secure his help against the dragons.
Alright, who are you?
What do they teach young people these days? You've never heard of the great Abner Tharn, advisor to emperors and battle mage supreme? No? Well, take my word for it. I'm a very important personage. You should feel honored to meet me.
Alright, goodbye. So, we need to investigate Power Surge in 3 locations. Talk to Lord Gareshri and talk to Chimera. Aha.
You're responding to Abnur Tharn's letter. One of the promising adventurers. I hope you can help us. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold, in the province of Northern Elsweyr, also known as Anequina. I am the Speaker of the Main.
The Speaker of the Main?
A position in which I've served faithfully for many years. I represent our spiritual leader, the Main. In addition, I command the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force during this time of trouble. We're dealing with more than just dragons, unfortunately.
More than dragons.
A few years ago, Abnur Tharn's half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmon and parts of northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold, and we're about to do the same for Rimmon when the dragons appeared. It's almost as if they came to her aid.
What can I do to help?
Do what Abnur Tharn asked. Just as he once served as advisor to emperors, he has agreed to help me formulate strategies and tactics for use against the dragons. It is the least he can do, since he had a hand in setting the horrid beasts loose.
Alright. Goodbye, Lord Gentry.
Another outsider comes to Elsweyr, as if we did not have enough problems between Abnor Tarn and the dragons. Ah, do not mind me. Great beasts rampaging through my homeland tends to put me in a foul mood.
Who are you?
I am Kamira. I assist the Speaker of the Main and serve as his agent. With both the usurper queen and the dragons ravaging northern Elsweyr, there is much for me to do. Too much, I fear. But I will persevere.
Tell me more about the dragons.
What can I tell you that you cannot guess? That these fearsome creatures of legend have returned to threaten Elsweyr? That much is obvious. Damn it. This is all Abnor Tarn's fault. Dark Moons, take him!
What do you mean this is all Abnor Tarn's fault?
That arrogant Imperial! For an advisor to emperors and a renowned battle mage, he demonstrates a disturbing lack of caution. It was Abnor Tarn who entered the halls of Colossus and released the dragons. He says that was not his intention, but...
You don't believe him.
What do my beliefs matter? Dragons have come to Elsweyr, destroying everything I hold dear. As the Moon Singers say, the path to oblivion is paved in good intentions. So, damn Abnor Tarn. Damn him for unleashing this terror upon us.
Alright. So she thinks Abnor Tarn's the reason for the dragons. I guess we will find out. Alright, we've got 3 locations to investigate. None of them are in the city. 1, 2, and 3. That is not the way out of the city. There we go. Squad Commander Pantheus. Both Her Majesty Queen Erexia and her court necromancer Zamag Foon have detected a series of unknown surges of magical energy uncomfortably close to Rimmond's western borders. You are to immediately divert your squad and investigate the locations indicated on the accompanying map. Your orders are to investigate each area, note any unusual creatures or occurrences, and capture any bystanders for interrogation. To be clear, Her Majesty wants them alive. Failure is not an option. Lieutenant Lepidra, 1st Eurexian Legion. Alright, that's location 1. Let's see if there's anything at location 2 and 3. Foul smelling sack. A rotten turkey leg. Alright, hopefully we'll find something at location 3.
never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous netch. The dead can't hurt us.
Prince of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Don't touch the dead thing, they do not tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
Okay. Alright, we need to talk.
I saw you, traveler. Why do all outsiders
There he
insist
is.
on acting suspiciously? I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness?
What man with the pot on his head?
Do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Why else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen?
The Usurper Queen?
Euraxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head.
Where did the man with the pot on his head go?
You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
Right, I'll just go and find the man with the pot on his head. There's a man with the pot on his head.
Uncanny. Looks just like that lovely place I dreamed of. Must be why my... Hello? You come to pay your respects to this poor fellow, too? It was the strangest thing. I was looking at this very gravestone in a dream. So here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything.
Is that gravestone important?
Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through a door, and then pish-posh, on as a bantam gras, and here I am.
Abner Tharn sent me to check on surges of power he detected.
Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage. How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it? Hmm?
What happened to the other sites you visited before you found this gravestone?
Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
I saw that Bantam Gar rummaging around in a foul-smelling sack at one site.
Foul-smelling? I'll have you know that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by Bantam Gar you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one.
And did you dispatch the Orgrim I found at the other one of the sites?
Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets. Alas, Groot was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
Alright. Empty sack. Examine the book. Let's see. Of all the Khajiit heroes, none invoke such a sense of adventure and wonder as the mighty Khanzari. Like many of our myths and legends, the story associated with Khanzari often contradict one another and hide important truths behind allegory and allusion. Such is the case when one considers the tale that he described the origin of this beloved hero. Here are three of the most popular stories that tell of Khanzari's first adventure. Notice how different each one is. Can they all be true? Some moon singers believe so, though at least one revered lore master claims that the truth concerning the origin of Khanzari lies in the intersection of all three. Alright, we'll start. Khanzari and the Divine Moonbeam. Before Shezri First Claw became the fierce and powerful clan mother of the Barukit Kingdom, she was a brave and curious child who got into a world of trouble. Take for example the time she climbed to the top of Shimmering Rise and suddenly found herself surrounded by a pride of hungry, sentient lions. She was able to hold them at bay with a sharp stick and a pile of pebbles, but as night fell, weariness and her own hunger began to take their toll on the little cat. She called to Joan and Jode to aid her, and a moonbeam illuminated the rise. Standing in the moonbeam was a young male Khajiit around the same age as Shazari. "Where did you come from?" Shazari asked. Joan and Jode sculpted me out of moonlight, clouds, and your own courageous heart. I am Khanzar, and I am here to rescue you. And that is what Khanzar did. Khanzari and the box at the shrine. One day, a lowly adept arrived at a shrine to Kanathi to offer prayers and leave alms. The adept found a small box placed prominently at the head of the shrine. He moved to discard the item when a mewling emerged from inside the box and the box shifted and rocked. There was something alive in there. The adept quickly threw open the lid and saw a tiny Khajiit babe reaching toward him with outstretched paws. As he lifted the babe from the box, it grew from an infant to a child before it cleared the top. He set the child down, and it advanced to the size of a young adult. "Fragrant greetings, lowly adept," the young Khajiit said with confidence and swagger. "Kanathi's breath sent me to bring glory to this shrine and all the land around." The adept fell to his knees and gasped, Who are you?" The Khajiit grinned. "Today I am simply Khanzar, but tomorrow I will be the hero Khanzari. So never discard a box in Elsweyr without first checking inside." And the third and final story, Kanzari and a tear of joy. Alkash was grim. Guarding time was hard work, and he was in a foul mood. Mara tried to lighten his attitude, but he wanted none of her kind and loving words. Next, Kanzari attempted to breathe joy into the grumpy Alkash, but he dispatched her with a roar. I suppose it is up to me, said Shegroth, with an insane laugh. Do you know how much moon sugar it takes to satisfy Hurricane's endless hunger? Curious, Alkash responded, I do not know the answer, insane one, so please tell me. Shegroth snapped his fingers and scowled. Drats, I was hoping you could tell me. Everyone was silent as a strange look came over Alkash's face. Then all at once he started to laugh. His laughter shook the sky and made the moons dance. He laughed for 30 days and 30 nights until finally a single tear of joy rolled down his cheek and fell upon Elsweyr. The tear landed with a splash, and from its depth emerged the hero Kanzari, fully grown and ready for adventure. Here lies the head of the Batra, whose name has been stricken from history. May the pieces of his dismembered body remain hidden until Joan and Jode fall from the sky. Now what are you digging for, Cadwell?
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him.
Why do you think you dreamed about this gravestone?
I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue.
Abner Tharan said that if I found you, I should ask if you'll help us with Elsweyr's dragon problem.
Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first.
What are you exactly?
Didn't we go over this? I'm a chivalrous knight. Oh, you mean the pale and dashing complexion? Well, I'm a soul shriven, a denizen of lovely Cold Harbor. I'm the oldest of my kind and a sort of role model, at least for those who haven't gone feral.
Why are you wearing a pot on your head?
It's called a helmet, I'll have you know. The proper headgear for a daring knight, not at all as pedestrian as the foppery you're adorned with. Sorry, old chap, your attire is perfectly adequate. Suits you to a tittle, really does.
Alright, Cadwell. Alright, now we need to find the Defense Force outpost. Why are you throwing dirt on me, Cadwell? Complete dragon. Ah, crap, dragon. Survive the dragon attack. Complete survive. That was easy and unclimactic. Abnortharon.
Oh, now you show up. Left me to deal with a dragon all by myself. It's a good thing I'm Abner Tharn and not, well, some lesser mage.
You defeated a dragon.
I discouraged it. But not before it laid waste to most of the camp. We arrived to find the outpost being overrun by undead. Then the dragon attacked. I did what I could. I fear it wasn't enough. What about the power surges? Did you learn anything?
You were right, it was Cadwell. He was drawn to an old grave of someone called the Betrayer.
The Betrayer? There's a betrayer mentioned in the legends of Kunzari. It seems those stories continue to harm me. No matter. We can deal with that later. Right now, I want to know about Cadwell. Has he agreed to lend us his support?
Cadwell agreed to help, but you should know he's been having some strange dreams.
That doesn't surprise me. Cadwell and Strange go together like hot bread and butter. I need to recover my strength. Driving off that dragon took a lot out of me. Why don't you go help Chimera while I keep watch in case the great beast returns?
You mentioned the legends of Kunzari.
Kunzari, hero of the Merethic era. Most of the legends are unbelievable, though the Khajiiti moon singers guard the secret history. Their tales led me to the halls of Colossus. But let's save this for a less dangerous time. Tell me about Cadwell.
Already did.
Damn us for arriving too late. I did not expect to find our militia under assault by a horde of undead, and then the dragon. Oh, it tangles the tail, Vakar, it truly does.
What can I do to help?
The militia was already depleted from the fight to liberate Riverhold, but we were determined to press on toward Rimen. Between the undead and the dragon, though, we can barely hold this portion of the outpost. Retreat is not an option. Not yet.
Why can't you order the retreat?
Our resistance to Euraxia's rule requires more than just soldiers. There are intelligence reports, safe house locations, lists of supporters, documents we cannot afford to lose. Search the ruined camp and locate the documents, Walker.
Are these documents really that important?
They are vital to our efforts to free Rimen from Euraxia's rule. And if her forces acquire them, those who help us will be exposed. Recover the documents from mail sacks in the camp and get them to Captain Nalado. Then meet us to the south.
I'll find the documents, deliver them to Nalado, and meet you south of the camp. Alright. As I glance up at the stream, notice a bit of lagginess, jumpiness, and that I don't think it's either my system that I'm using to stream and record, or my internet connection and speed, or possibly both. May not support the 1080p at 60 frames a second. So next time I will drop it down to 30 frames a second. I know that seemed to be working earlier today while we played Star Trek Online. So I will make that adjustment. I was hoping some of the other adjustments I made would have resolved the issue. Alright. Lag doesn't seem crap. Too bad. It just makes the video a bit jumpy. Alright, that's 2 of 4. And there he is. Document 3 of 4, and 1 more to go. Alright, we got all 4 documents. Now we need to find Captain Naladu. She's up that way, it looks like.
If you're so fascinated by the dead, why don't you join them? This one doesn't know you, but at least you aren't a walking corpse. This one must ask, why are you here?
I am Renata. Carmira asked me to recover these documents and give them to you.
Right, moons! This one thought these were lost forever. You saved many lives at great risk to your own walker. You have Nalado's respect. This one will guard these documents with her life.
Who did you just kill?
That was one of Euroxia, the usurper queen's pet necromancer. His undead devastated our troops, so this one took pleasure in ending his existence. Now, Nalado must return to Riverhold to consult with Garashri. We must find a way to go on.
How long has Euroxia been employing necromancers?
Euroxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Fum, has been with her for some time, but our intelligence suggests his followers have only recently rallied to her side. Find Abnortharn and Carmira. Tell them to meet us in Riverhold.
I'll find Abnortharn and pass along the message.
I've spotted dragons circling in the distance from time to time, but it doesn't look like the winged monster that attacked the camp will return today. Was your hunt successful? Did you recover the documents that Chimera sought?
I found the documents and gave them to Naladu. She went to Riverhold to confer with Gareshri.
I must join them there. The Khajiiti forces have been decimated by this attack. It will take every strategy I can devise to help Gareshri prevent the collapse of his militia. The appearance of so many undead, though, that concerns me.
Naladu said Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumag Foom, recently brought his followers to Elsweyr.
Yes, I read the reports. Zumog Foom and his necromancers working for my despicable half-sister. Such magic leaves behind a miasma of stench and decay. It leads to the mountains to the west, but I can't pinpoint an exact location.
I can track down the source of the necromantic power.
Good idea. Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without end. Better to deal with them now, before Euraxia's power becomes more than we can contain.
Is this the first time a dragon has aided Euraxia's forces?
In such a direct manner? Yes, as far as we know. It could have been coincidence, but the attack felt designed to hit us when it would do the most damage. I wanted to send Chimera with you to find the source, but I have no idea where she's gone.
I'll track down the source of the undead in the western mountains and keep an eye out for Chimera.
Find the source of this army of undead, and if you see Chimera, send her back to Riverhold. She's as reckless as she is capable, which is a dangerous combination. I'll make my way back as well. After all, Gareshri would be lost without me.
Chimera didn't say where she was going?
In case you haven't noticed, we two don't always see eye to eye. She can be impetuous and obstinate, truth be told. Chimera gathered a handful of soldiers and took off to the west. If you run into her, send her back to Riverhold.
All right. Oh, that's not good. There's a dragon. Alright, we killed us a dragon.
sweet boy. Lumaya won't let anything happen to you.
Doo-doo-doo. Getting closer, it looks like.
Oi, Wanderer, you have some time?
Strange bird-like things. Ooh, that's a big monster. Ah, we found it.
I did not expect to see you in this desolate place, Walker. Did Captain Nalado send you? Or have you come to join us as we hunt the dragon that killed so many of our warriors?
Neither. Abnor Tharn sent me to find the source of the undead that attacked the outpost.
Then our missions coincide. We can work together to destroy the undead and slay the dragon. It will be glorious. When we finish with the hunting and the slaying, we can report our success to Lord Gareshri.
Abnor Tharn said you should return to Riverhold.
I do not take orders from that old battle mage. Besides, the blood of Khajiiti warriors cries for vengeance. To disregard that cry, that is not a shame I can bear. No, I must do this. I must strike back and show my people that hope survives.
Powerful words, but it sounds risky.
The worthy life is full of risk, Walker. I assumed you knew that, given what you do. I will tell you a secret, though. Before my parents died, they gave me a pendant. As long as I wear it, Jode watches over me and provides his protection.
You have a pendant that's connected to Jode?
To Jode, yes, but also to my family and heritage. I suppose you could call it an heirloom. It helps me in my role as agent for Lord Gareshri, and that is all I will say about it. Now, let us go inside and find the necromancer and the dragon.
Alright. I do believe this is a good spot to end for today. Like I said, I have noticed that there is some glitchy, laggy video in at least the YouTube playback of the live view. So I will make the necessary adjustments and hopefully everything will be better next time. I'm not sure when next time will be. Hopefully in the next few days we will continue this. I've got videos for Fallout 4 to work on for Tuesday and Thursday. I've got to do my research and watching of all the events of E3 tomorrow afternoon, so I can create the video or setup for the live stream Wednesday night on everything E3. Go through all the games. There's a lot of information I'm going to have to go through. Some of it I watched already, some of it I haven't yet, and some of it hasn't aired yet. So maybe Friday night. Maybe we will jump back into this on Friday night and continue on. And maybe we will also do it on Saturday. And then we're back to our Sunday with our live stream. And the following week, maybe this will be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will make the necessary adjustments to the video. Hopefully the stream will get better and all that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you Friday night as we continue our playthrough of The Elder Scrolls Online Elsweyr.